In my life, I've met many young people, and I've also met a lot of older people who have big dreams. And these people tend to be prideful. They tend to boost, or they think of themselves as like being unique or being special just because they have these big dreams and big goals, right? But to a large extent, I've realized that also these people who have these big dreams, a lot of them end up not doing anything about them. So I don't really get what makes them special or makes them unique in any way, because what's the point of having these amazing dreams or amazing goals of achieving something in life, whereas you're not really doing anything about it? Because it's meaningless or it's pointless to like have these big goals or to have these big dreams, whereas your effort, your energy, your discipline, your commitment doesn't match that. It's almost as if these people are getting a euphoric or a joyous feeling from just speaking out their dreams and etc. and etc. And this is something that I also want to advise you on, right? Don't think of yourself as like being special or being unique just because you have big goals or you have big dreams in life, because it's pointless to have those big dreams if you're not putting in effort or energy to support those dreams or to bring them to life, right? So you must make sure that on top of like dreaming big, you're also open to like being receptive to like learning, to taking in new data sets, and to also making sure that you're putting in the energy, the action that supports or makes those dreams come to life. Make sure that your pride is anchored in the effort, or it's anchored in the inputs that are concerned or aimed at bringing those dreams to life, not necessarily the results, which are the goals or the dreams. Because if you focus primarily on the results and the dreams, then you're not going to bring anything to life, right? So make sure that your focus is where? On your inputs, on your effort, action that brings the dreams to life. Because when you take pride in like showing up every day, then you increase the likelihood that you're going to achieve your goals, so you're going to achieve your dreams, right? As a man thinketh, so is he, right? So you must think of your mind as like being a garden, right? So when you have a garden, or when you're a gardener, you want to make sure that you take care or you maintain your garden, right? So that, because you understand that whenever you're not taking care of that garden, something is gonna come out of it, whether it's something that you plant or something that you didn't plant, right? Weeds and etc. are gonna grow out of that garden. So the same principle applies to our minds, right? So it is the responsibility of us as the owners of our garden, which is our mind, to make sure that we're always maintaining our minds, we're always removing the weeds that grow out of our minds. The weeds being what? The negative thoughts, the doubts, the fears, and etc. Because I understand the moment those things grow, then they're gonna make it difficult for you to believe in yourself. They're gonna make it difficult for you to achieve the goals that you set for yourself and the dreams that you've set for yourself, and etc. It's always important that you remove the weeds in your mind and you plant good seeds, right? The good seeds being what? Positive thoughts, good thoughts that are gonna yield good results, that are gonna yield positive fruit, right? So the good seeds might be things like what? Love, respect, confidence, everything that has to do with you becoming a person of integrity, or becoming a virtuous person, someone who's like morally upright, who does good things. In order for you to live a life that is good, then you have to become someone who's good yourself so that you can give good to other people. The golden rule from the Bible is that you have to treat people how you want them to treat you. So if you want people to treat you with love, then you have to give love to other people. If you want people to respect you and to treat you with respect, then you have to give respect to other people. If you want to become someone who's like a leader, you want to influence people, you want to help them move in a certain direction or in a positive direction, you have to also give them the responsibility or give them the ability to influence you. You have to be open to hearing their thoughts, and you also have to come to a point whereby you trust them to do things the way they want to do things. So you must give what you want, and then you will receive what you give in return multiplied. So if you give hate, then you're gonna receive hate back multiplied. If you give love, then you're gonna receive love multiplied. So just because you give love to a person, don't expect for them to give you love in return, like today or the next day, and etc. You must understand that in life, there are like days and months that separate these two seasons of like sowing and also harvesting. So you must understand that you have to be patient, right? You have to give, and at a later time, then whatever you gave is gonna come back to you multiplied. So that's basically the golden rule of life. So treat people how you want people to treat you, and then people will treat you how you treat them. There's a growing trend right now whereby people are closed-minded. People refuse to receive viewpoints or ideas that contradict their own beliefs. And there's a problem, because now in a state like this, then we won't know what is true and what is not true, because the people who believe the same things want to be with the people who believe things that are similar to their own, and then they close themselves off from like being inspired by people who believe things that contradict their own beliefs. So what I want to challenge you right now is like, you must come to a point whereby you're being open-minded. Be open-minded to like receiving viewpoints or ideas that contradict your own, so that you can compare what you have inside of you, inside of your mind, inside your heart, and compare it with what you're receiving from other people, right? Because just because something goes against what you believe doesn't mean that it's wrong. In order to come to a point whereby you identify what is true and what is not true, you have to have a different set of like information to compare what you know with what other people know. Because now you refusing to accept other people's viewpoints is like you saying that you know everything. You're not all-knowing, right? You're not God, and only God knows each and everything, and only God can give us the truth. But in order for us to like grow and to evolve and to become better versions of ourselves, we have to come to a point whereby we are open to like receiving information that is contradictory to our own, so that we can compare it with what we have, so that we can see if the new information can change our lives. So compare it and see if what these people are telling me can help me to lead and to live a better life, or a life that is easier than the one that I'm living, or it can make me more profitable, make me more money. In case of like businesses, like although they are business practices differ from your own, you have to listen to them so that you can see, because now there's always something to learn, right? Someone can spend 5 hours telling you something, but even if you disagree with like the 4 hours of what they told you, maybe that 1 hour speaks to you or resonates with like what you believe. So always be open to like hearing people out, and always be open to like taking different viewpoints, because the people that you believe in or the people that share the same beliefs as you can lead you astray, because you guys share a lot of things in common that you end up coming to a point whereby you're just taking everything that they tell you as it is without really questioning it, right? Without really thinking deep about what they're telling you. So that's something that I want to challenge you on. And I also want to challenge you to like refrain from having meaningless arguments, right? Because people is like, as if now people are having arguments for the sake of like having arguments. They're having arguments to prove that they are superior, or to prove that they know something. And oftentimes the people that have arguments with the idea of like trying to prove that they know something don't really know enough about that topic. So make sure that when you speak about anything, you know enough about it. Always speak about things that you have enough information, that you've always read enough about, so that you can share inputs that carry weight. Because if you're going to share inputs based on your own opinions, based on your own feelings, then you're going to end up looking like a fool. Because why? Your emotions are basically energy in motion. Your emotions are always in motion, they're always changing. What you're feeling right now is not going to be what you are feeling in the next minute. It's not going to be what you are feeling in the next 3 hours, the next 2 days, and etc. etc. So make sure that when you speak truth. Truth is basically the information that when you speak it, today it's going to be true, tomorrow it's going to be true, next 3 months it's going to be true. Always speak principles, and always be slow to speak. Be slow to voice out your own opinions, and be fast to listen, to download information. Because when people are heard, then they'll also give you the opportunity to speak. So avoid having meaningless arguments, because now you always ask yourself, when you're speaking to someone or when you're about to argue with that person, just ask yourself, is me arguing with this person going to make me more money? Is it going to make me more peaceful, more joyous, more happy? Is it going to make my life easier? If it doesn't fit any of this criterion, then there's no point in arguing, right? Let that person speak their piece, and once they're done, you can listen to them, even if it takes you listening to them for 40 minutes. That's if you have the 40 minutes to listen to them. Listen to them for 40 minutes without objecting, without interrupting them. Because there's always something that you can learn from whatever they say. Although you might disagree with most of what they say, there might be something that you disagree with. And after hearing them, voicing out their opinions, tell them what you agree with and tell them what you disagree with. And that will be better than just you interrupting each other as you compensate, because now it's going to be a problem. You won't learn anything, they won't learn anything. It will be a waste of your time, a waste of your energy, and then at the end of the day you will feel more pissed. And the moment you feel angry or you feel irritated, then it's going to be difficult for you to be consistent and to show up for the things that really matter and the things that really require your energy and time. So think about this the next time you're about to argue with someone. Like, think about it, ask yourself, is what we're arguing about going to matter in the next 5 years? Is what we're arguing about going to matter in the next 10 years? If not, then there's no point in arguing. Just give each other chances to like speak, and be patient when it comes to like listen. Be fast to listen, and be patient before you can start voicing out your opinions. Make sure you give the other person a chance to speak their piece until you come to a point whereby they're ready to listen. And if that person is basically speaking things out of their opinions or emotions, then there's no point in you listening to them, arguing with them. Just let them speak their piece and then keep it moving. Because make sure that when you're speaking with people that are ready to learn, and also make sure that what you teach or what you speak is something that is based on scientific evidence, something that is based on like your rational mind or analytical mind, something that's real or true for most people, so that you can speak information that can help them grow and become better versions of themselves. So that's it from me. Cheers.